That's perfect. Now that my are sweating and I'm blushing, thank you for all that. Hi y'all. I have been, my husband knows I've really been excited to talk about this all day long. Yeah, so when I get excited, I talk really fast and I move my hands. So if you need me to slow down, just tell me to slow down. I can totally take that. But tonight we're going to be talking about belief and mindset and what we do about those things, because let me share. Oh, share my screen, please. Because I don't know about y'all, but I feel like this is definitely my team right now. Like a little bit lower on the mindset and maybe more mindset, not necessarily belief right now. And I truly believe it is because, can I share now? No, I'm still disabled.
You can, but it
Oh,
may not record. It still says recording for me, but because I'm not a host anymore, it may not record. So I'm just warning you.
I'll make sure. Oh, I will go back to my things. I don't know that. I can't see.
And I can't mute people anymore. So now you have to do that.
Oh, okay. Y'all let me know. First of all, I'm very proud of this, how cute this is. So thanks, Canva.
It's so pretty.
Why isn't it letting me present full screen? Oh, because I wanted to download it. Okay. Sorry, hello, here we go. This is really getting me excited for Nashville. Also just a little disclaimer or just reminder, if you bought boots, break them in before you go to Nashville or your feet are gonna be sore. Okay, that's all. Nashville's gonna be so fun. Okay, so I was saying, I think my team specifically, and maybe your team or maybe you are feeling this way because of all the rank ups we've had on our team, which is so incredible, y'all. And I am going to tell you from personal experience right now, as a Ruby ambassador, Haley Jenkins is my power partner. I love that girl. I also, Haley, Ross and I talk a lot, and watching them rank up was incredible. But I also had to take a step back. And they know this, I've told them this, because I didn't want to get myself caught in a comparison mode. The night they went Ruby, or senior Ruby, I'm sorry. Gosh, what was it, February? I muted our chat, our Ruby's chat. I just walked away from my phone. I was so excited for them, congratulated them, but I was like, this is probably also my personality. Like if it's for you to like cheer them on, awesome. But I know myself, and I was not going to get caught up in the mindset of comparing myself to them. And so, of course, now we've talked all about it, and Haley and I talk every single day. But that was just something I had to do personally for my mindset, because my belief was there about my business, but I didn't want to get caught up in all the crap. And so tonight we're going to be talking about something that you might not know about. You might not, unless you read this book, you probably don't know about it, which is awesome. But your mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how you feel and sense the world and yourself, right? It influences how you think, how you feel, how you behave in any given situation, right? Your mindset is everything. And it means that what you believe about yourself impacts your success or your failure. It impacts everything. Excuse me. Okay, so y'all, they put all these, I didn't have time to like get rid of all those things. So they're gonna have some cool slides. These are the things, in my opinion, that affect our belief about our business. This does not have anything to do with your life, your faith, or anything. This is your business. What you understand and love, hate, whatever about the comp plan, about the company itself, about the products, and of course, about yourself. I and Haley Jenkins just got back from a very exclusive event called Ruby's on the Rise. When you go Ruby, they take you to corporate. They give you an exclusive training from 2 diamonds. It was pretty much almost one-on-one because there were like 30 or 40 women in there. And it was incredible. It was just something that my belief is like up to here. It was, and now it's like through the roof, because we got to talk to our CEO and we got to step in our CEO's office and talk to him one-on-one. And we learned all these things that I didn't know about our manufacturing and all the things. And so if you're not 100% on your product belief, especially, that is stuff that's at our fingertips, right? We can know everything and learn all we want about the products. And so that your belief in the product should not be a problem. And if they are, I encourage you, watch a video every single day. Randy Page and Katie did these awesome videos. We've got the product sheets, all the things. Y'all listen to testimonials. If you don't understand that our comp plan is one of the best, probably if not the best in multi-level marketing, learn about it. research it. This might just be me, but I have other friends in network marketing companies, and I ask them, I'm like, how do you make money? How does your comp plan work? Because I wanted to know for sure that I was a part of the best. And we are. So, and then of course, yourself, how you view yourself as a leader, how you prepare to lead. So these are just a few things around belief. And I believe that your belief in these things affect your mindset. Because like I was talking about going Ruby or watching my friends go senior Ruby, my belief in the business was there. And if my belief wasn't there, then my mindset probably would not be what it is right now, if that makes sense. So I want to, I want to ask leaders, whether you're silver, what do you do? Answer this question for me. Unmute yourself. How do you build your belief? Go. Anyone?
Checking in with my customers.
I heard checking in with a customer.
I said I would go. Read books. Go read personal development books. And write down the positive things. Like talk to yourself in a positive manner. Tell yourself the good things, like whatever your goal you're reaching for. Like, why am I going to be Ruby? Why am I building silvers? Why am I creating golds? Like, you have to write that down and truly say it every single day and then believe it.
You're stealing my Zoom. That was awesome, Haley. Thank you. Anyone else? How do you build your belief in your business?
Okay, mine's kind of weird because I feel like I actually really enjoyed going to talking to other people and asking them what their teams kind of looked like when they went a certain rank. And I asked a ton of people because it built my belief knowing that everyone's teams looked really different. And that just kind of showed me like, okay, cool. Like anyone's team can do this. As long as you have the points, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. And so it was kind of cool to like do that. Like that was really belief building for me.
I love that. That's so true.
And mine is super similar. Like I feel like talking to people that just like connecting with people that have been where we want to go is really belief building for me, because seeing like that people from like all different careers or walks of life or age groups, like that anyone can do it and like is there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Katie.
And for me,
these are the things.
Oh, can I answer?
Yes, please.
For me, it's getting results. Like if I want to have belief in myself, I have to know that I'm capable of it. So if I feel like, wow, I suck at developing silvers, I'm going to do everything in my power to go develop silver so that I can prove myself wrong and have that confidence and that belief in myself that I know the way, go the way, show the way, and I can do it again and again and again.
I love that term. Thank you. This list is not exhaustive. This is just what came to my mind. We already talked about testimonies and how we have all that we could ever want at our fingertips. Diamond documentaries. Jordan would always talk about this when I started, like, go watch one every single day. They're like 5 to 8 minutes long. Accountability, creating silver, like Chandler said. These Tuesday jams, make it a priority. This built my beliefs so much. And I love telling people when I'm onboarding them, we are a part of a diamond company. They have no idea what that means, but we get top-notch training from emeralds and girls at the top of our company every single week. And I'm not even talking about myself. And consistent fruit from IPA or from consistent IPA. That is always really fun. And I want to touch on events real fast because like I was talking about, I had to pay for my flight to go to Ruby's on the Rise. Not a huge deal. You know, it was $400 or $500 because they were paying for everything else. But I was telling my team, I am not here for me. I am not here to just take this all in. I am here for you. I'm here to learn so that I can become the leader to help you grow. And so things like Nashville, get to Nashville. No one knows that everyone in your company can go to Nashville, but they're going to see how much fun you're having, that you're being poured into, that you're learning, and it's going to build other people's beliefs. Y'all have 3 new business builders. I do 3 not like this now. I have 3 new business builders wanting to go silver from going to Ruby's on the Rise. And I don't know if it was just good timing or if it's because they saw, wow, she's actually doing the thing and she looks like she's having a lot of fun. So go to the events. So this is what we're going to be talking about for the larger part of tonight, because this has changed my business, y'all. If y'all see, this says AffORmations. Can I mute someone? Sorry.
Can you
Not
mute her,
AffORmations.
Jordan? Or you can
Say
make
that
me
again.
a
Can
moderator
I?
and I can.
I don't know how to do that, Joe.
Participants.
Mhm.
Joe, the three dots at the top, I think if you
Hey.
have control, if you click on the three dots in the corner of their screen, I think it gives you an option to hit mute, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I can't find who's doing it. If I ask you to make the host, Joe, is it going to change my screen?
Yes.
It's Trisha.
Sweet. Oh, there she goes. Thank you, Trisha.
Hey, Trisha, that's my new level 1. I'm so glad you're on here. Hey, I think if it's the Trisha I'm thinking of. Okay, so this says AffORmations, not AffORmations. And y'all, I got this from the book that we had the book study on, The Secret Code of Success by Noah St. John. This book has changed my business. I'm going to be honest. I love John Maxwell to death. I'm so freaking pumped that he's going to be at convention, but his books bore me to death. And I've got to like wake up in the morning and read them, because if I read them at night, I'll fall asleep. This book has changed my business. And a lot of it has to do with this first, he's got tiers of success. And this is the first level of success, is AffORmations. And so I love, this is the thought behind AffORmations. If human thoughts is a process of asking and searching for answers to questions that we ask ourselves, why are we going around making statements that we don't believe? And this is what I feel about AffORmations. And a lot of our leaders have taught AffORmations. If AffORmations work for you, keep doing them, but add AffORmations to your IPA and to your daily, what you're doing. Yes. So we're going to do a little exercise, and that kind of explains this. So an AffORmation would be something like, I am emerald. I am rich. So I want everyone right now to say a couple times out loud, please don't unmute yourself, that I am rich. Ready, go. I am rich. I am rich. I am rich. Okay, we're not richer. You're richer from saying that, right? Your mind was saying, yeah, right. And we're not talking about other types of like being rich. I'm talking about monetarily. If you don't got money in the bank and you say, I am rich, you're not going to just automatically become rich, right? And so this is the thought behind AffORmations. We are told to tell ourselves, instead of been showing how to ask ourselves, why am I capable of being rich? Why am I doing the things so that I can become rich? And so another part of this is like, I have babies. I have a 3-year-old, and we say AffORmations a lot. That's important for that age, right? I'm not going to ask my daughter, we say, you are smart, you are kind, you are beautiful. I'm not going to ask her, why did God give me a brain so that I can be smart? Like, I'm not going to ask her those questions, right? So this is for us. This is for keep doing the AffORmations with your kids. And so, yeah, we'll keep going with that. No, look at my transitions, are so fun. So a part of AffORmations is empowering versus disempowering questions. And y'all, this book is so tore up because I've torn it up. This is not from me. This is from him. Okay, so please go read this book. Put it on your list. And this is like chapter 2-ish. So most everything I'm taking is from him. And y'all, this is why Emerald is my goal this year. One of them, not the goal. And that's why me telling myself every morning in the mirror that I am Emerald is not working right now. To be honest, it worked when I was going Ruby, but I also had made a plan to go Ruby. It's something that I wanted to tell myself, but I was also following up with the action. So I was almost telling myself AffORmations, but I had made a plan on December 31st that all of January I was going to prep to go Ruby in February. And February 28th, when my points hit over 500, it happened. And it's because I did the dang things. Okay. So that's why, anyways, we'll look at this. So now I have to ask myself, why am I capable of coaching my team to Emerald? How more empowering is that than I am Emerald, than just telling myself that I am what I'm not? And so, yeah, I want you to look at these questions, and these are specifically coming from things maybe I was telling myself, or, that we tell ourselves. Why am I not this? Why am I this? And y'all, most people are unknowingly asking these negative questions. I might have said out loud, like, why is Haley successful and I'm not, which is so dumb, right? That's so silly to say. And it's so silly to think. And so a lot of us are saying, maybe if you don't say it out loud, we're saying these things to ourselves, in your internal brain, and it's ruining your mindset. And so understanding, looking inwardly and noticing what we're saying about those things and about our business is super important. And so we're wondering why we're not getting the results is because we're subconsciously thinking these things. You might not be asking them without knowing it. So look at these, and this next slide, these are all disempowering questions, and these are what we want to be thinking about, the empowering questions, excuse me. Why am I capable of being where I want to be? How am I attracting people who would love this business? Because I know all of these, all of us have asked ourselves, why are they like so successful in recruiting? Why can I not find a business builder? For the love of God, do you not want to make like $300 or $400 a month? Like, we all say that. And even though like we might be joking or whatever, we've got to be talking to yourself nicely and believing these things about yourself. Why am I capable of leading a team of driven people? Why am I attracted to people? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. The AffORmations. So these are just 3 of my lovely ladies. I want to get them on and ask them a couple of questions. And we will start with Amy. I absolutely love this, y'all, that I get the chance to bring them on, because not only do I love them and adore them, but they are all the same rank and all in super different like lifestyles and ages and all the things. And also they've been in the businesses different times. Amy is newer. Barb has been with me almost 2 years this summer. I can't believe it. And Taylor's almost been with me a year. And so I can't wait to hear from them. Amy, are you on here? Will you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yay. So I just wanted to ask them a little bit about their belief so that hopefully y'all can be encouraged. So Amy, how does your mindset affect the way that you work?
Well, after hearing you talk initially, it feels like, mindset is kind of like an overall picture about the whole, like your whole business. When you asked me that question originally, I thought of it really more on a day-to-day basis, because I feel like if you don't start your day with the right mindset, you're going to have a hard time succeeding in your tasks at hand. So I guess for it to lead to the big picture, it has to be a daily mindset goal, right? And so, sorry, June bug just landed on me. Yeah. So how you start your day will set the tone for your tasks. For me, when I sit down to work, the first thing I like to do is to pray over my day. Like, I'm going to pray over my efforts for the day, that I'm going to be focused and that I'm going to work at the things that are going to be fruitful and not just be all over the place spinning my wheels. The other thing I think is key is to get organized before you get started, because for me anyway, I don't function well in chaos. And I feel like if I start my day with chaos, I'm going to have a hard time staying on track. So I try to get a plan in place. I'm not always great at that, because the way my husband and I have a business, and so a lot of times I'm on call and my day gets interrupted by lots of different things. And so sometimes I have to reset my plan and go, okay, you know what, call calf rope, I'll pick it up tomorrow. And I have to give myself the freedom to do that. Some days I'm great at it, and some days it stresses me out, to be honest. For me, the biggest thing lately on mindset has been really focusing on not getting discouraged. This month has been crazy busy for my family, and I actually became an ambassador in January, but didn't actually start working it until February. And I added 11 VIPs in February and 12 in March, and have added 1 this month. And that has been stressing me out, because I've got goals. And so I'm trying not to get discouraged. And I feel like that if you let discouragement and negativity bleed into your task for the day, that your attitude, what you're doing will make you unsuccessful. And so to me, that's not necessarily like I say it one time, I encourage myself one time. Sometimes that's like every 3 or 4 minutes. I'm having to remind myself, just stay at it. It'll produce fruit. You can't be steamrolling 24/7, you know, and Jordan's been so sweet to let me, you know, whine a couple of times, but I try to pick myself back up, you know, and I think that's key.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. Yeah, she's a rock star and she knows it. All right, Barb, are you on? Someone asked me, Barbie is her nickname. It's not. She doesn't.
It is. Sometimes you can call me Barbie if you want. It doesn't bother me.
I didn't mean to go. Okay, Barb. How did you? Okay, y'all. Barb is I just love Barbara. Y'all know that, and I love our story. Because she was very did not let me sign her up. She's the first person I never signed up over the phone because she wanted to sign herself up, and then of course she wanted the business, and she's just hard-headed, and I love that about her and her business. So I wanted to ask, what helped start your belief, or build your belief in the beginning, like when you were first starting with us?
I think the biggest thing that built my belief was hearing and reading other people's testimonies, like knowing that these products work and that they work for a variety of people's issues, and they're not just because they're helping me with something, they're not gonna not help someone else with something. And so definitely like watching videos and reading testimonies, hearing people's testimonies, and just digging deeper into what these products do. And I love like ingredients. I think I'm kind of a green personality. I like learning like the why behind things. Like that's part of the reason like I didn't let Jordan sign me up, is because I like doing things myself, and I like knowing more about things before I tell people about them. So it was like an absolute must that I know the why behind these products, not just I'm going to instantly believe you because you say that. I have to know exactly, like I have to have my own belief in the products. I won't just believe anyone that says anything to me. So yeah, definitely researching and hearing testimonies about the products and what they're doing for people is what built my belief from the start.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, I have another one for Barb, and y'all, I'm just so proud of her for sharing about this. What's one thing you're struggling with right now, with your belief or with your mindset wise?
So for me, this business is like 100% mindset, and everything in my life is kind of mindset. I'm a kind of a head case sometimes when it comes to just self-confidence and self-talk. Like Jordan talked a lot about AffORmations, and I'm not very good at that. I definitely I probably need therapy. I've been in therapy before, but I probably need therapy. So right now I've been like at a different stage in my business than I've ever been in before. And I kind of took a step back from the recruiting aspect of my business this month to evaluate my why, because I felt like I let Plexus consume my life instead of just like be a part of my life in a way. Like, for example, like I think about things a lot, like I'm an overthinker. I overanalyze everything. And so I think about all the things that I'm supposed to be doing, and I let it overwhelm me to the extent that I just don't do it. And so I took a step back from recruiting just to analyze all the different aspects of my business that I can be better at and how to improve them and all the steps that I need to take to do so. And I'm really excited from here on out, like how my business is going to improve and just be able to analyze all the things that I need to do. So yeah, it's a little bit different than most people, but that's me.
Thank you so much for sharing. I just adore you for sharing that. Yes, Barb and I have been talking a lot about this month about things like mindset, because she knows that to be successful in this business, you have to be consistent. And so even though she took a step back, she was still doing mindset work and, you know, belief building things so that she could come back even stronger for her business. And I'm so excited for your business in these next couple of months. It's going to be incredible. So last one, Tay. This is Taylor. This girl does it all. She's a mama of 2 toddlers. She's a teacher and a coach. And she, I think, literally is busy 23 hours of the day. And so, Taylor, I want to ask you, I was going to ask you one more, but I'll just ask you one. How do you continue to feed your belief in order to keep your mind level with all the things?
So it has taken a lot of trial and error with it. In the beginning, I didn't really have much belief beyond what Jordan was doing. Like, I knew that they worked for some people and I knew you could make money from these products. So I was like, I'm going to give it a shot. And so in the beginning, I struggled and had to borrow a lot of people's belief because I didn't have any like personal testimony for myself. I wasn't having these drastically huge changes. Like, I had to borrow a lot of people's belief and know that it worked for a lot of other people to promote. And like, being able to help others and finally start to see my people have wins is where it continued to grow. And it has taken time because it's not something that like people are going to be on these products for 1 week and have these huge wins. Like, it may take people a month. Gosh, that we're going to be quiet. We're not. It may take people like 3 or 4 months. And like, I'm not even a year into this yet. And so I know there's some people that have gotten started and they haven't even started to see those wins yet. And so I've had to do a lot of borrowing. And then I've had to really kind of like what Barbara has said, reevaluate of what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. In the beginning, it was so fun because a lot of those rank ups happen so fast and you get the fast start. Like, my goal when I started it, I reached it way sooner than I ever thought. And then I'm a competitive person. And so when I was not able to meet those other fast start things, like, it really stressed me out and it made me really frustrated because I felt like I was failing at what I was doing. I felt like I was not good enough. I was telling myself all those negative things. And so I realized that it was adding so much more stress in my life that was completely unnecessary. Like, this was something that I wanted to do to help other people and I wanted to help make money so I could have my products paid for. And I was making it way more, which hurt my belief so much because I started to doubt. Someone ordered and they didn't want to order the next month. I was like, these products don't work. This is total scam. And I had people in my life telling me, they're like, do you ever feel like you're scamming people? And so it was just a rough kind of transition around Christmas time. And recently, it's the good Lord, I've been able to look back and know that I'm at where I'm supposed to be because this is like, I'm helping the people I need to help. And the people that are with me still are continuing to be good. And then the biggest thing is seeing everyone else along with this team, like having success, helping new people has been the biggest way to continue to keep my mindset positive because it's not a scam. I know it's working for other people. Yeah. So it's been a journey. And it's definitely got its roller coaster up and downs, but yeah, I guess it all goes down to borrowing. I don't know. I lost my train.
No, I love that so much. Thank you, Tay, with your babies. Y'all, I really don't want to cry, but just thinking about these girls, I grew up with Taylor running summer track. I did not know Amy and I did not know Barbara. So I want y'all to, for a second, to just think in the future of your team and think of the women that you want to be on your team, because I did not want to get emotional. I cannot imagine my team without these women. And I know that it's the Lord that has brought us together. And if I talk some more, I'm going to cry. But I remember when I was senior silver and like silver, thinking about how big Jordan's team was. And I can't wait for my team. And like Taylor said, it takes time. It takes time. So trust the process, build your belief, build your mindset while you're doing it. I'm going to move on. So,
hey, Jordan, can I just say something really, really fast?
Yes, please.
And I promise I will shut up the rest of the call. But I want all of y'all to know that these girls are the girls that just spoke, they are in a big shift in their business. That like goal to 300 point shift, that 100 to 300 point shift, that is a big thing because we can get that, we can go gold on our own. We can go mainly with the recruiting pillar, but the next step requires the other three pillars: the retention, the duplication, and the leadership. And all three of those took me so long to hone in on. And when you do, it gets so much more fun. And so I just wanted to encourage you three. More fun is going to be had, but those three right there, that's where it's at.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe. Yes, for sure. So AffORmations, headed back. I love this. This quote is straight from the book. And I love this quote because what if what you're making firm, your affirmations, what you're saying every day, but it's in the wrong form. And that's exactly what switching from affirmation to AffORmation is. And so I want y'all to, the 4 steps, of course, going to teach y'all how first. Grab a pen and paper if you don't already, because we're about to practice. These are the 4 steps. And of course, he expands on these in the book. But these are 4 steps to create affirmation. Oh my gosh, I wrote AffORmations. See, it autocorrects that. AffORmations that can change your life. The first step is ask yourself what you want. This does not have to be a rank, y'all. Do not make it about the rank, because that rank is just going to hover over you. Don't make it about the points. How many people do you want to help? How many girls do you want to have close to you and lead? Think about it in terms of that. Ask yourself what you want. I want to pay off financial debt. All the things like that. Form a question that assumes what you want is already true. Just like, why can't I lead a team that is headed toward Emerald? Go give yourself to the question. And this is right in the way. Take new actions. Of course, we've got to have a verb with this based on your new assumptions about life. So here we go. Write it down. We're going to write down the 5 most disempowering questions I hear in my head that I'm telling myself. Write them down. You're going to share everyone. No, I'm joking. I'm going to set a timer because I'll go forever. We got a minute or 2. And if you don't understand, please ask.
Hey Joe, can you go back 1 slide so we can see like the different steps while we're doing them?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So really, we're just doing step 1 and step 2. Step 3 and step 4 are for you on your own. All right, y'all. Maybe you're up 5, maybe you didn't. I don't want to keep y'all too long. So we wrote down the disempowering questions. Now we're going these transitions. 5 new empowering questions I'm going to start asking. So not 5 new empowering questions you hear, you are going to ask yourself. So take your 3 to 5 that you just wrote down, flip them. Ask yourself the empowering question. Okay, my timer is about to go off. Does anyone want to share your disempowering to empowering question? What I love about these is asking the question is, like I was talking about in the beginning, and exactly like he talks about in the book, asking the question gets your brain moving. Why am I not creating business builders? Okay, how am I doing the things? Why am I doing the things to create business builders? And then your mind gets rolling. Oh, well, maybe I'm not posting about the business. Maybe I'm not bringing it up. Like, it gets your mind rolling to make you realize why you have not achieved those things. So if no one wants to share, we will move on. Going once. All right, that is pretty much it, y'all. Thank you so much. And thank you, gals, who shared. So just this recap, this is also a quote, I think. The quality of your life depends on two things. The quality of the communication with the world inside yourself. What are you saying to yourself? And of course, the quality of your communication with the world outside yourself. Because we, just like I was telling you, we were at Ruby's on the Rise with our president. He was telling us, we're in the business of relationships. You have to like people. And so go out and love people and love yourself and talk nice to yourself. And that is it. Thank y'all.